Get your paper, mind your business. Don't be fucking with them niggas. Do your dirty by your lonely. Same shooter turn witness. Never show the folk the cash. Never show the folk the stash. Respect the man if he deserve it. Never take from whom have. What up? It's the Nerve of You podcast, man. Coming at you live on the lovely Wednesday afternoon, man. We gonna chop it up, man. I'm here with the super producer. We got JC in the building, y'all. And I'm up here with the lovely co-host that do the most, man. We got Rose in the building.
Hello, everyone.
And, you know, we got new developments on this Brittany Griner situation. For people that don't know, I just did a podcast about this a couple weeks ago about the Brittany Griner situation. You know, for people that don't know, she's a WNBA player. She's arrested in Russia. You know what I mean? She brought some THC over there in Russia, and she ended up breaking the law. And she's been locked up for quite some time now. But we got new developments on the table, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go ahead and read this off for you because this is ill. So, President Biden, the Biden administration, they got a deal on the table to get Brittany Griner back. They wanna exchange a Russian arms dealer that had been arrested for a plot, you know, allegedly a plot to kill Americans. So he's locked up in American prison. They got him on the table in exchange for Brittany Griner, and it's another guy that they're trying to get out too. Now, here's my thing with that whole situation, man. As ill as it sounds, you know what I mean? As ill as it sounds. Hey, can y'all hear me in the chat room? Y'all press 1 if you can hear me. Y'all press 1 if you can hear me. But as ill as it sounds, you dig? I'm like, who's creating the foreign policy here? And I had to think about it. Like I say last time, the leftists, the liberals, the LGBT community, you know what I mean? They are rewriting foreign policy. Anytime the United States would offer up a man that allegedly plotted to kill Americans. This guy was a well-known Russian arms dealer. Do you know the United States and Russia always had tension with each other?
Mm-hmm.
So, a man from Russia, from the country, it was a Russian man, that allegedly plotted to kill civilian Americans, they talking about letting him out of prison. Just to get Brittany Griner out the grinder. Yo, man, I'm not really feeling this at this point. You know what I mean? We got to keep it a buck. Look, I ain't got all the details. None of us ever have all the details. A lot of that stuff is classified stuff that we'll never know. But from everything that they saying in the news reports and things of that nature, like, yo, man, we got to keep it a buck. The left and these liberals, these hardcore liberals are taking it way too far. And I don't really consider myself a 100% conservative. I agree with conservatives on a lot of points, probably most. And I agree with liberals on some points. You know what I mean? So I'm not one way or the other, but we got to call it down the middle and call a spade a spade. Who's writing foreign policy? I mean, seriously. Seriously. And it seems to me that the LGBTQ community, they got their hands in foreign policy now. Because the other guy, I forgot his name, because there's another white guy that they trying to get out too. He's been over there in Russia for quite some time as well, arrested. And nobody knew this guy's name for real. You know what I mean? His name wasn't all in black Twitter. His name wasn't around talking about free this guy. Let me figure out this guy's name. He's a white guy. I'm going to pull it up. Paul Whelan. That's his name. White guy. They trying to get him out too. Paul Whelan. So, boom. We didn't know this guy's name until it was attached to Brittany Griner. Now, all of this is really about Brittany Griner. They could have did some backdoor deal to try to get the white dude out. I mean, this happens all the time. Nobody would have really probably knew about it 10, 15 years later. Like, that, this guy been locked up in Russia for 5 years. Nah, all of this is about Brittany Griner. Now, here's the problem, because people probably going to be in the comment section like, well, what's the problem? She need to get out of jail. Dog, once you give in, once you let out a known Russian arms dealer and a guy that plotted against civilian Americans, once you let him out of prison for Brittany Griner, the left is going to go crazy. They already don't have no damn accountability. A lot of people think Brittany Griner is arrested for no reason. She broke the law in Russia. Now, it may not have been the law in America.
Right.
Gotta understand. It's two different places. But in Russia, by the way, they was paying her $1 million a year. Let's just keep it a whole brick. So Russia is so bad to Brittany Griner. Russia is so unfair. They paid this girl $1 million a year to play fucking basketball. They play daggone basketball.
Wow.
So we got to put it in perspective. She was over there working, so she knew the law. She wasn't just a tourist passing through. She had been playing in Russia for quite some time now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all hit that like button up in the chat room, man. Please. You dig? So one thing that I really want to point out is, like, look, man. Once the United States, if or when they make this deal, hopefully they don't, the liberal left is going to go berserk. Because it's already this vibe and energy behind the Brittany Griner situation. Like, she didn't do anything. And you got to understand, and I talked about this the last podcast, so I'm going to repeat myself, but we don't understand the freedoms that we have in the United States until we go to a different country. And then you realize very quickly, like, yo, man, you know, women can't walk down the street showing their hair. Women not allowed to dance in public in some countries. Like, this stuff is real. Women, some countries, you cannot be gay. That's just is what it is.
Right. Like, why did we forget when in Rome, do as the
Romans
Romans do? I think we forgot about that. That was a real statement.
Well, like I explained last time, Brittany Griner, she's from the left liberal community. They don't have, I'm not going to say all of them, but particularly, I'm going to be honest, like black gay women, I'm just going to be 100, they got no accountability. That's I'm just being honest, man. They got no accountability. Because for one, before they identify with anything, they identify with the left. They identify with the liberals. It's not about what's right or wrong. It's about how I want to live my life.
Right.
And even though, you know, it's protocols, rules, is a certain way you're supposed to move, it doesn't matter. You see what I'm saying? Because they want to do what they want to do. They already destroyed the WNBA. Real talk. They already destroyed the WNBA.
I just think that it's just a bad deal. That's like trading in Baltic from Monopoly for freaking Boardwalk. It's just a bad deal. I can't believe they are going to give up a attempted murder or a murder.
I mean, almost a terrorist. Like, they didn't label him a terrorist. They didn't label him a terrorist. You know what I mean? Because there's certain boxes you got to check off to be labeled a terrorist. Real talk. But he's like, you know what I mean, an asshair away from being a terrorist.
Like a premeditated, right?
I mean, that was his goal, was to terrorize Americans. That's just what it is. So you gotta understand, the moment that, back to what I was saying about the accountability. I don't want to skip past that. So women like Brittany Griner, the black gay women community, right? A lot of them don't take accountability. Like, they don't believe in accountability. They don't believe in rules. they believe in I want to do what I want to do. Brittany Griner had been playing basketball in Russia for quite some time. She knew the rules.
Right.
Anytime you go to court, no matter which state you in, you don't know the law, the judge gonna look you in the eye and say, ignorance of the law is no excuse. You're an adult.
Right.
Adults do research. We understand where we going. We understand where we playing at, where we working at. So she was in Russia working. So she went over there with some cannabis oil, some THC or something. Went over there, completely broke the law, and they arrested her at the airport. Now, should she be out of prison? Probably. I mean, yeah, it was a very small amount, but it doesn't matter. See, this is how ignorant the left is. They think that they can go to a country like Russia. You know the history of Russia and the Soviet Union and all that.
Stalin.
I mean, Russia's crazy.
Right.
What I was about to say. Oh yeah, they think that they could go to a country like Russia and run amok because they so used. You gotta understand the mentality. They so used to doing what they want to do in the United States. They so used to that where they go to Russia, they go to Kuwait, they go to Dagestan, they go to Nigeria, they go to Swaziland, and then they get smacked around, and then they realize, oh my God, life is real.
Right.
I can't do what I want to do. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is, Joe Biden did wrong for giving in.
Right.
You're willing to give up a Russian arms dealer that allegedly plotted to hurt Americans? Do y'all understand the times we live in? Like, this is post 9/11.
Right.
Like, we still shook.
That's true.
We still shook about 9/11 and all these random school shootings. Rest in peace to kids and all these random, shootings. We got the police shooting people. Do you know what times we living in where public safety is a big deal? Like this is real talk.
Isn't Russia like the most feared country?
It's not even.
It's.
I mean, of course.
That's crazy.
I mean, of course they are. Russia is the biggest country. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Russia is a mega huge country.
Right.
So, but that's beside the point. I mean, they already in the war with Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got better stuff on the table. But they did this as a power move to the United States. That girl been playing in Russia, making $1 million a year for quite some time. She ain't dumb.
Right.
She probably been bringing THC over there. She probably been smoking weed over there, bringing weed over there. She probably been doing all that stuff, wilding out, whatever.
She got comfortable. That's what happened.
But they've been watching this girl. Like, you know what? This the right time to get her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if the LGBTQIA community is writing the new foreign policy, it's time to go. Dog, no one person or one group of people should dictate foreign policy.
Right.
Period. That's the way I feel. Period.
Yeah.
Or, matter of fact, let me take that back. I should say foreign relations, because this ain't got nothing to do with policy. I should say foreign relations. No one person should dictate that. You know how dangerous a precedent you are setting? So what's going to happen if one of these idiots go to another country and get arrested? Who the United States going to have to give up then? Mutulu Shakur?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Going to have to give up Larry Hoover? Like, who are they going to give up?
Right.
Real talk.
Suge Knight.
Have to let Suge Knight get out of jail? One of these idiots get locked up in Nairobi, Kenya or something like that, doing something stupid and foolish?
Right.
I mean, this stuff is a joke. Brittany Griner need to sit her ass down. And the fact that Joe Biden entertained that shit lets me know for a fact it's time for him to go. Somebody say Max B. Yeah, they gonna have to let go your favorite rapper. They gonna be like, free Young Thug. You gotta let Young Thug out of jail.
And the whole YSL.
It ain't gonna. Yo, let me tell you something. Real talk. This shit so ill, and it caught my attention because I'm like, yo, man, I just talked about this on my podcast a couple weeks ago, and I was like, damn, she should be out of prison, but not under these terms.
Right.
Yo, I got kids. There's people in the chat room got kids. You gonna let go a person that conspired and plotted to kill Americans for Brittany Griner, and she broke the law? See, you know what I mean? And this is what I can't stand about them hardcore leftists. They like to shrug everything off like it don't matter. Real talk. So, if me, right, if C Boogie Productions go to Russia, right, for whatever, I wouldn't even go to Russia, but
Right.
but if I happen to go, or at least I wouldn't go right now, if I happen to go to Russia, if I break the law, that's on me. I'm not asking anybody from my team to make excuses for me. If I go to Russia with some weed, some ecstasy, a bottle full of Viagra, whatever the case is that's illegal over there, that's on me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. Real talk. Like, the liberal communities, yo, man, they setting a bad precedent for accountability. They setting a bad precedent for what's right and wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a lot of gray areas in life, man. You either right or you wrong.
Out of all the Russian prisoners in America, they had to pick that one. Why couldn't they pick
Of course.
someone that had a non-violent drug
Because that ain't
charge?
gonna work. That ain't gonna work. You dealing with you dealing with two nations that got bad blood. United States and Russia. So if you're gonna come to the table with them, you gotta come correct the first time. They probably threw out somebody, you know what I mean, threw out a small fish.
Yeah.
And it ain't pick up no traction. Russia probably said, we want this guy. And you know what's going to happen? The moment they give up that guy, you in Putin back pocket. Yo, Joe Biden got to go. Where Donald Trump? Call this nigga. You think Donald Trump will be going for this shit?
Hell no.
Donald Trump would have got on Twitter so quick and said, keep her black ass over there. But Donald Trump a gangster. He would have been got the girl home.
Right. Because
Don-
why? Because he said punched him in the face.
Punch him in the
before
nose. Punch him in the nose. Call Donald Trump. Donald Trump got those 3 basketball players from China. They over there. These 3 idiots over there stealing candy bars. Three basketball players over there
my
stealing
God.
candy bars. But he got him out of prison in China. You know how hard that is? You steal something in China, especially when you black, you freaking done.
Right.
You know what I mean? You done. But like I say, call Donald Trump. See, y'all ain't like Trump. I was like indifferent about Trump. Because I knew what he was doing. I mean, like I already knew what he was doing. Like Donald Trump came behind some energy that was already out there. That white supremacist, that trailer park, that angry middle class energy that was going on. Donald Trump came and he piggybacked his whole campaign off that. I can't blame the guy. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump about money. He didn't care about no race.
Right.
Donald Trump, he care about his paper first. He might care about race later. So I wasn't even tripping on it. I knew he was playing to his base like all presidents do. Joe Biden got on the Breakfast Club and said, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
Hell nah.
But black people ain't say nothing. Oh, somebody said they stole glasses from the Gucci store. Yeah, I thought they stole candy bars. That was somebody else. Yeah, the basketball players in China, one of the Ball brothers, Pauls, he went over there and stole some sunglasses or whatever. But Donald Trump got those guys out of China. You know how hard that is, man?
Right.
Out of China.
Yeah.
So Donald Trump a gangster. Donald Trump would have been got the girl home. But see, we ain't appreciate some of the things that Trump was about because we were so caught up on the rhetoric. Fuck that. Donald Trump got shit done.
My thing is, once we release that, who's gonna do it first? Are we gonna release the Russian
Man,
cat?
probably do it at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Probably do it at the same time. I mean, negotiations like that with other nations been done before. Like, they know how to do it. It's already probably on paper how to get it done. They probably got a manual and a standard and the SOP. But that's beside the point. Once he do that, Joe Biden got to go. I gotta say that one more time. But once and if and when he do that, this gonna be a win for the liberals, the hardcore left, LBGTQ, and it's gonna be a win for them. And let me go in and say, I ain't got no problem with the LBGT community. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. I got no problem with anybody, but I gotta call a spade a spade. They got some shit with them, man. No, real talk. Because they think rules don't apply.
Right. To them.
To them.
Yeah.
And I've been noticing this for a while. Thanks for that cash, that super chat, Rel. They think rules don't apply. They think they can do what they want, when they want, how they want. And you know what they're going to lean back on? They're going to lean back on, oh, well, I'm gay.
Yeah. Oppression.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're going to play the victim card.
That's true.
And that's all they've been doing. And people get tired of it. Like, dog, how many times y'all going to cry wolf? Like, no, you a human being. You still an adult. Well, nobody cares who you sleep with. It's the mentality. Y'all want to do what y'all want. Mm-hmm. And the Brittany Griner situation substantiates my damn point. It substantiates my point, man. Just being 100. It substantiates my point. They want to do what they want. And instead of letting them feel it, instead of letting Brittany Griner feel it, they back in the United States talking about she ain't do nothing wrong. Motherfucker, she broke the law in another country. But nobody gonna say that. It's like, yo, man, what is this society coming to? We got no checks and balances in this society. We got no standard. Everybody want to do what the hell they want, when they want, how they want, and nobody got to pay for it. Man, I'm moving to Turkey on you bitch ass niggas.
We gotta go.
I'm moving to Turkey. I don't even want to see no niggas. Okay. Shout out to my Sufis, man. Tali. You know what I mean? I'm getting the fuck up out of here. If this how y'all go, Joe Biden got to go. If you voted for Joe Biden, look at this bullshit. And the fact that he entertained it. He ain't even got to do it. The fact that he entertained the fuckery lets me know he ain't built for it. Joe Biden about 89 years old anyway. Call Donald Trump.
You know he got a soft spot for drug addicts. You know that.
Donald Trump a gangster, man.
You know Joe Biden got a soft spot. He got a softy spot for drug addicts.
Real talk. I'm about to say Joe Biden. Donald Trump a gangster, man. Real talk, he a gangster. He a little unstable, but he a gangster. Donald Trump would have never entertained no fuckery like this. That nigga would have got on Twitter and went the fuck off on Russia. The hell y'all thinking?
He would have at Russia.
That nigga would have said, hell nah. Period.
Don't at me.
Period. Know what I mean? You think Donald Trump scared of Putin? Donald Trump will smack the shit out of Putin, man. This nigga's a gangster, man. Donald Trump is crazy. But at the end of the day, in times like this, in the last 20 years of this nation, you need strength. Yeah. I'm sorry, man.
But Putin respected Trump, though. I think they like.
I mean, Putin ain't stunting Trump. I don't really think. I mean, I think Putin knew he wasn't fucking. Putin knew that Trump wasn't part of the bureaucracy.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't a part of the go along, get along gang, like Kwame Brown said.
Right.
He Trump wasn't a part of Washington. Mm-hmm. Trump is a New York City gangster. So Putin understand that. Like, all right, he gonna play by a different set of rules.
Right.
So anybody gonna respect, you know what I mean, a real man.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? He understand his power.
Right.
That's a gangster. Know what I mean? Like I say, man, Donald Trump ain't perfect, but shit, compared to some of these presidents, shit, go do your history, man. Go do your history on Andrew Jackson. Fucking look at Nixon.
Right.
John F. Kennedy was no Catholic schoolboy. No, he was not. I mean, these guys were savages in their own right, man. You can go down the list of fucked up presidents. Ronald Reagan. You know what I mean? So, like I say, Donald Trump wasn't perfect. It's just the fact that he got put on blast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All these presidents had some effery, man. I think Obama was the cleanest one.
Right.
But he had to be because he had the eyes, so he had the whole world looking at him.
Right. That's true.
Like, nigga, you can't fuck your black ass. You better not do nothing stupid, your black ass.
Get him up out of there.
Man, your black ass. But,
Yo, who said? Victor said JFK got his.
yeah, I see. So it's setting bad precedent, man.
Damn.
You setting a bad standard. Period.
I thought of Eisenhower.
You setting a bad standard. You know what I mean?
That's true.
That's how. Eisenhower got lucky, man. They picked him to run the war in World War II. Thought he was a big shot, man. Eisenhower was a sucker, too. You know what I mean? They made him a 5-star general. He's a sucker. All these guys is fucked up. But here's the thing. You know what I mean? There's no accountability. People don't want accountability half the time. So they join these little groups and they act like they're going through something. They act like they're persevering through something in life. You know what I mean? People, as human beings, the way that we evolve, you know what I mean? Like every time we go through a hardship, a trial, tribulation of life, you know what I mean? That's when we grow.
That's true.
So if you got a weak society, like they trying to make, you know, here in this nation, in this country, if you got a weak society, people gonna start looking for problems. And a lot of times that's what the hardcore leftists do. You know what I mean? They create problems out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They put out these propaganda videos a lot of times. They came through with the Black Lives Matter crap that ain't make sense. You know what I mean? It's a bunch of whining, and they act like they're going through something, but compared to our forefathers, you know what I mean? Compared to a lot of things in time periods and situations this nation has been through,
Right.
we ain't seen hard times at all. You know what I mean? Reconstruction, the Great Depression, slavery. I mean, you can go down the list. So, Jim Crow, man,
The Black Plague.
this nation been through a lot, man.
Yeah. That's true.
And the hardcore leftists, they always looking under every ashtray. They're looking under every book, every cup of coffee, trying to find a new situation, trying to find a new problem, instead of just dealing with the fact that, you know what, y'all don't want to take accountability on the left. You know what I mean? Y'all want to live in a society with no rules. Y'all want to live in a society with no identity. Y'all want to live in a society where nobody got an answer to nothing. However they feel that day is how it's going to be. You know what I'm saying? There's no protocol, no standards.
And no labels. How can you live in a society with no labels?
It is what it is. But that's what they're trying to create. That's what they're trying to create. And like I say, I'm not a hater. I'm just calling it like I see it. They want to live in a society where men don't have to be men except for when you need men, which is crazy. You want all the men to be like, you want all the men to be soft until you need some strong men, and then you turn around and you ain't got none. You want all the women to be hard until you need some warm and soft women, nurturing women, then you ain't got none. Or you want all the women to be hoes, or you want all the, I mean, you know what I mean? It's just a mess, man. Until you want some virtuous, faithful women, then you turn around and you ain't got none. It's like, damn. Look what I did in my own backyard. You know what I mean? Everything in life is not permissible, man. You just can't do everything. I'm not saying they got to lock it down like North Korea. I'm definitely not trying to live in a situation like that. But what I'm saying is, yo, man, we got to get some standards back out here.
Right.
Right is right and what's wrong is wrong. Brittany Griner broke the law. Now, we could talk about what's fair, what's not fair, what's excessive. She broke the goddamn law. Period.
Right.
And you got that's the baseline for the conversation. It ain't like they planted drugs on her. No, she broke the law knowingly, and you build on top of that. Okay, da 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 da. How can we get her home knowing that she broke the law? But you can't have people in the United States saying she ain't do nothing. The girl went to goddamn Russia. Yo, man? I just gotta be honest, man. Like, I mean, like, what are you thinking?
Right. She was better off just paying what they wanted her to pay to get out, if that was an option.
Nah, they wanted her locked up. Clearly, she's still locked up. Like, Russia ain't no poor place where they just taking bribes, man. And like, Russia is not the Dominican Republic where you just pay the cop and he just let you go. No. This ain't this Russia, man. They ain't taking no bribes when they want you locked up.
That's true.
So at the end of the day, ain't no bribes on that, man. You know what I mean? So yeah. But then you got a lot of people in the United States. They saying she ain't do nothing wrong. You did. It's kind of odd to me, man. So I ain't really feeling the whole thing. I'm like, yo, man. I do want the girl to come home, but find another goddamn way.
Right.
Because I'm thinking long term. Once, if and when they make that happen, you're going to see the left go crazy. Because now they know they can do whatever they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Now they know they got political power. They got political cachet. Now they know they ain't got to take accountability for nothing. You know what I mean? It's crazy. This stuff is indignant. To say the least, it's effery.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to live in a country where they give a damn about your well-being and safety. And to let somebody out of prison that conspired and plotted to hurt Americans is insane to me, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it don't even have to be Brittany Griner. It could be anybody. But what I'm saying is that ain't even an even swap.
Right.
That's not an even swap. Hell to the nah. Somebody said I'm running around mimicking a man. That's what they do on the left. That's what they do. I bet you she wouldn't want to be locked up in a male prison in Russia. Hell to the nah.
Right.
Send me to the female prison. That's what she said. All of a sudden she a woman.
Oh, dang. You went there.
I'm being 1,000.
You right.
All of a sudden she a woman.
You right.
And I bet you when she come home, they gonna throw her a victory parade. Fuck that shit. You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, this girl been getting a paycheck from Russia for years, $1 million a year. Your name already in the system, boo-boo. They know who you are. Any American that go to Russia, they already looked up your background. Mm-hmm. They know who you are. They know your fuckery.
Right.
So my thing is like, girl, like, what the hell you doing? She already been getting a paycheck from him. This stuff is a joke, man. This stuff is a joke. Joe Biden has got to go. If y'all vote for Joe, nigga, hell no. That's my motto. Joe Biden got to go. He already looked worn out. He was the vice president for 8 years. Joe Biden worn out. This is victory lap. Spent his whole spent his whole life serving the country, working in politics. They gave him a little gift, like, all right, we'll let you be president for 4 years. His presidency Joe Biden presidency would be equivalent to like a Jimmy Carter. We're going to forget about him. The only thing Joe Biden probably going to be remembered for was pulling the troops out of Afghanistan, that mess that it was. So Joe Biden got to go. He had to go before this. But now that I know that this is on the table, the nigga got to go. Joe, you got to go. Real talk. Joe got to go. That's my personal opinion. Give a damn about no Joe Biden, man. He tripping. He is tripping. But anyway, it just is what it is, man. I think that they ain't thinking about what they doing out here in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? These hardcore leftists, LBGT community, it's a lot of efforty with them that got to change.
Right.
They want people to take them serious. They got to act serious.
That's true.
Can't just do what you want in the world, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, it's not about being perfect, but every time something happens, they play victim. You know what I mean? Like, as if they so oppressed. The LBGT community been riding the back of the civil rights movement the whole time. This stuff is a joke, man. I can't take none of it serious. You dig? I can't take none of it serious. You know what I'm saying? They turned back Roe v. Wade. People lost their mind. You ain't got nobody out here talking about abstinence.
Right.
But everybody talking about abortion.
Right.
How about y'all stop having sex for 6 weeks? That's an impossibility.
Yeah. Or do it responsibly. But that's no. We can't talk about that.
These motherfuckers ain't got no self-control.
That's too hard.
They ain't got no self-control, man. How about y'all stop having sex for 6 weeks? Then you won't have to worry about abortion or pregnancy or Plan B pills or none of that crap. Birth control.
STDs.
I want you to stop having sex. Everybody like, nope. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah.
It's almost like we robot children out here, man. That can't control ourselves.
Right. We're going to pay a price. You don't get to choose not to pay a price for your decisions.
This shit is a joke. At best, is a joke.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk. You don't hear no movements out there talking about practice abstinence. You don't. It just is what it is, man. Like you know what? You know, they want to turn back Roe v. Wade, da-da-da-da. How about we protect ourselves? Nope. Nobody gonna say that. Because it falls into the lane of, I want to do what I want with no accountability. And that's what Roe v. Wade did for a lot of people. It allowed people to be irresponsible and unaccountable. And that's the society that we damn near living in at this point. Irresponsible and unaccountable for our own actions. Shit is a joke. Everybody want to do what they want to do. Don't nobody want to grow up. You got a small percentage of people out there that want to be adults. And this is regardless of age. You got a small percentage of people that want to be adults. And those are the people that keep the economy alive. Those are the people that keep shit balanced out here. The adults.
Right.
Everybody else is children. Real talk. Everybody else is children. Anytime you can't control yourself, you're a child.
Yeah.
I'm
Facts.
just being 100. Anytime you cannot control your sexual urges, you can't control your fucking appetite. You can't control, you know what I mean, who you sleep with, who you don't sleep with, who face you in, putting on the condom or not putting on the condom. Anytime you can't control yourself, you are a child.
That's why we need to learn how to master our impulses. That's the number one problem we have as a society, as individuals. Discipline, man, that's hard.
Stop doing dumb shit. How about that? I'm just going to speak it in layman terms. I can get into the whole mirror talk. Stop doing dumb shit.
And check your desires.
It just be that simple. It just be that simple. Stop doing dumb shit. If you don't want to deal with the consequences of it, now if you can handle the consequences, do whatever you want to. Do whatever you want to if you're going to deal with the consequences. If not, stop doing stupid shit.
It does. It reminds me of them thugs that be crying in the court when they're getting sentenced.
Yeah, I seen him in court. Plenty. I used to work. I used to work there. I seen him plenty of times. Talking about, yeah, my mom got diabetes. Real talk. I got to make a breakfast in the morning. Dude, grown men crying. And it's like they don't even understand that the judge don't respect that.
Right.
When you get in front, I've seen dudes get their sentence, I say reduced a little bit because they took accountability.
Right.
You go in front of that judge like a man and you stand, excuse me, Your Honor. I made a conscious decision. I made a mistake. I know this is a blemish on my character, but I wanted to do the work to regain my name for myself, my family, my children. All I ask is for you and the courts to be lenient on me. And if not, I'm willing to do whatever it is to get back in society and be respectable. A lot of times a judge going to look at you and say, you know what? You stood 10 toes down. I'm paraphrasing. Judge ain't going to say that, but you stood in front of me like a man and you took accountability.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? Even asking for leniency, you know, it's better to ask for fairness. Just be fair. That's all you can ask.
It's better to take accountability. That's about as fair as we're going to get.
Yeah.
In the real world, nobody give a damn about all that crap.
Yeah.
It's like if you got children. You already know what your kids, you already know your kids is cutting up. You already know they lying.
Right.
You'll respect them more if they just told the truth. They gonna lie to you anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what kids do.
Right.
We all did it, but it just is what it is. You gotta take accountability. You go in the courtroom whining, crying, making up all these excuses, and you realize nobody cares.
Right.
The change within you starts when you take accountability.
That's why I love that movie Flight so much. When Denzel, he was like, you know what, that was a fair deal, but he ain't changing until he took accountability and was willing to pay the price for his actions.
He had to hit rock bottom first.
Right. And he ain't even have to. He could have got away with it, but he chose to. So that's what I loved about it.
That's the only way you're gonna be free.
Right.
I mean, that's what they said. Truth will set you free. You've been living a lie for so long, he had to just walk in his truth for one time. It cost him.
No.
But when you release that on the inside, that's better than being on the outside with money or this or that. Like when you get rid of those shackles and them demons and that bondage on the inside, for some people it's so strong, it don't matter if they in jail, don't matter where they at. The fact that they was able to release that, it means a whole lot more than the rest of the shit. Because it's a lot of people with a lot of money. It's a lot of people with a lot of physical things, houses, cars, jewelry. But on the inside, they jacked up. They got a lot of guilt. They got a lot of shame. You know what I'm saying? They feel like shit about themselves. You dig? There's a lot of people out here like that, man. And you know, it's just a representation. It's just a representation of their quality of life.
Right.
It's like I keep saying, money can only buy you stuff. Money is a tool. Money can only buy you, you know what I mean, nice shit and all that. But it don't mean your quality of life is good. Your quality of life comes from the inside. Your self-esteem, your confidence, your wellness.
Your relationships.
You know what I'm saying? So money ultimately buy you things, you know, and if that makes you happy, cool, but
it buys you comfort.
If you still feel like crap, you still dealing with demons, you know what I mean? You still fucked up. You still don't like yourself, don't love nobody. I mean, your quality of life gonna be jacked up. It's literally people in the projects or poor people that wake up every day happy. Because they understand it's on the inside. No matter where you put them in the world, they are who they are.
Right.
Their environmental circumstances don't dictate how they feel. And some people, they can only be in certain places to be happy and shit like that.
That's true.
They can only eat here. They can only drive this. They can only wear that. They can only fly first class. They go, nigga, you put me on the Greyhound, I'm Boogie.
Right.
You put me in a Honda, I'm Boogie. You put me in a Benz, I'm C Boogie. You put me in a Range Rover, I'm Boogie. You put me on a bus, I'm C Boogie. It doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
You put me anywhere, I'm me. That's just how we rockin'.
I love that.
No, man, I don't give a fuck about that. Like, fuck that. I'm still the same nigga. You know You know what I'm saying? I might be striving to get up out that situation, get up out the rut, but I ain't never gonna walk with my head down. And nah, I'm still him.
Yeah.
I just got the H and the I. I'm waiting on the M. It's coming in the mail. I'm still him.
Just ride that wave.
Y'all gotta be fucked up. Real talk. I'm still him, motherfucker. That's how I feel. You put me on the bus, I'm still him. Because I understand, you know, it's a lot of variables that make a man. Who said you can't be a man on the bus? Who came up with that lie? Who said you can't be a man making minimum wage? As long as you respect yourself, you respect your environment, everything around you, you still be a man. Walk with your head up. I mean, you know, the shit that they putting out there is false. That's bullshit. Now, some circles ain't gonna respect you, but fuck them. Because any man that look down on another man because of his station in life, he ain't a man. Period. He ain't a man. If a man ain't breaking the law, he working hard, taking care of his responsibilities, his family, regardless of his station in life, that's a man. And any man that look down on him ain't a man. Period.
That's facts.
Period. You know what I'm saying? So, what we talking about here? What we talking about? Straight up. What we talking about? Niggas need to get this shit together. Anyway, man, we gonna go ahead and shut it down. Appreciate everybody for coming out, man. You know what I'm saying? We had a pretty good show today, man. I appreciate you for coming through as well. And yo, man, I'll be back next week, man. Actually going on vacation tomorrow. So y'all follow me on Instagram, man. Keep up with the pictures and keep up with what I'm doing, man. I be on the gram a lot more than I'm on YouTube these days, man. So follow me on the gram. You'll see what's going on. See Boogie Productions on Instagram. Actually going on vacation tomorrow, man. I'll be down in Orlando. Hopefully, man, it ain't too hot down there, man. And, you know what I mean, have a real good time down there in the Oats. You know what I'm saying? Get some good food, man. Some good sunshine and shit. Might have to go out and get some new glasses or something, some new shades, man. So, yeah, man. Gonna kick it down there in Orlando, man, for a few days. Come back. We back on the podcast, man. Just shaking and moving, man. That's how we doing it for real. So, everybody deserve a little vacation, man. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself, man. You know what I mean? Treat yourself, man. It's something nice. You know, a lot of y'all been working hard. A lot of y'all been grinding, man. Go ahead, take a couple days and just kick it, man. You ain't got to go nowhere. Sit in the house and watch Netflix, man. Turn your phone off, man. Y'all deserve this shit. Dig. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody that supported, man. You dig. We've been at this shit for a minute, and I'm just on here giving my testimony, man. That's it. I'm just calling it how I see it, man. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that been following me for a while, man, y'all know what time it is, man. You know, stay sucker free out here, man. You know what I mean? Get money, lay low. Go back to the fundamentals, man. Respect yourself. Respect everybody around you. Only respect a man if he deserve it. That's just how we rocking, man. Life ain't that serious, dog. You know what I mean? Straight up. Motherfucker, man, like you deserve a vacation, man. Treat yourself, man. Everybody out here trying to get it, man. Grinding, man. Motherfuckers dealing with stress, loss, all kind of shit, man. So don't take it lightly, man. Get that shit up out you, man. Real talk. Get you some good sleep at night, man. Try to eat right. The basics, man. We going back. Well, I've been on it, but we back to the fundamentals. All I'm talking about is mirror talk, fundamental shit. The fundamentals going to take you a lot further than a razzle dazzle. Real talk. It's going to take you a lot further than a razzle dazzle. Ain't no cheat code to life, man. Ain't no cheat code to life, man. You know, Andrew Jackson said, you know, and I'm paraphrasing here, man. Andrew Jackson said that because he know we live in a just world, he feels sorry for this country. And I'm paraphrasing it. And he was talking about slavery. You know what I'm saying? And that was the dichotomy. That was the paradox he was living in. You know what I mean? That was the paradox he was living in. So it just is what it is, man. We live in a just world, man. Go back to the fundamentals. Do what you gotta do. Anyway, I'm out this joint, man. Y'all be cool.